back to another review, and this is my review for the Garfield movie. So, this is the movie that, from the announcement and then the trailers are coming out, there was a little bit of curiosity coming out. After the trailers really came out, I wasn't really expecting a whole lot, but I was hoping that it would at least be better than, well, these two films. And while, yes, I can safely say that it is better than those movies, this movie really isn't nothing to go crazy about either. So, I'll start off with the positives, and one is that I can say the animation, while not absolutely fantastic, is actually really nice. You know, it was nice to get a bit of nostalgia from the early comic strip days, and even some of the early cartoon days a little bit as well. Definitely not on the lines of, say, Garfield and Friends animation, but yeah, some still nice animation that was done here. And I will say the movie had a lot more heart than I was expecting it to have. And yeah, people are definitely going to ask, with Chris Pratt as Garfield, did he offer anything that changed the way Garfield is? Not really, but I can't say he did a bad job either. And I mean, I'm not blaming Chris Pratt here. I think he's a great actor. I just think that the movie definitely could have given him more to work with. The story here, so there's is pretty much like a heist plot where now Garfield's reunited with his dad Vic, voiced by Samuel L. Jackson, and the heist mission, yeah, it's just kind of every predictable family kids flick where you know everything is going to happen there. And I don't know if it necessarily works in a Garfield movie. I think had we been writing a different film here, maybe it could have worked. But I don't know. As someone who's a Garfield fan, I kind of felt that part was a little bit out of place. And the comedy is definitely a big hit and miss. There weren't really a lot of times that I was laughing out loud with the humor here. But I can't say that the comedy's god-awful anyway either. John may as well be not even in this movie. Like, seriously. Whenever the movie jumps back to him, you're like, oh yeah, you're actually in this movie. And you have Nicholas Hoult from The Menu voicing John in this. And I can't really say whether he does a good or a bad job because he doesn't really have that much screen time. Same with Liz. Liz is actually literally only in one scene and that's it. Nermal comes in at the end but doesn't have any lines at all. The villain Jinx was definitely the most fun character of the film. And I think it just comes down with who voiced her. Leave it in the comments below who did because I can't remember. But yeah, she was definitely the most fun. I mean, she knows she's a villain and she just absolutely goes balls fun with it. So, overall, yes, okay, this is not as bad as the live-action films. But really, it's just a run-of-the-mill bad film that tries to feel like it's a Garfield movie, but throwing in this heist plot just tropes it into every run-of-the-mill family kids movie that is fine, but as I said, you want it to feel more like a Garfield movie, and that's what I was wanting it to feel a bit more like. So obviously, I am not the target audience for this movie. And yeah, I was flipping around which grade to actually give this, but I'm just gonna say, yeah, Garfield gets a D+. I was almost gonna give it a C, But, you know, yeah, while it's nowhere near as bad as the live action movies, it's still a pretty bad film. But I can say that it's far from the worst Sony animation they've given us. I mean, while I probably wouldn't rewatch this movie again, I wouldn't watch it again. I would take this over something like, you know, any of the open season sequels. I mean, I haven't seen Scared Silly, but or any other shitty Sony film that's come out in the past few years. I mean, I would take it over any of those. So, guys, movies may be good, movies may be bad, but drove him anyways.